Welcome to A Global Indy. I'm Jane Gelhausen, Director of International and Cultural Affairs for the City of Indianapolis. Mayor Ballard is passionate about making Indy a welcoming and inclusive city that is recognized worldwide. This Global Indy segment is designed to highlight Indy's international initiatives. Today we are featuring Resettlement of Refugees in Indianapolis. With me is Carlene Miller, the Executive Director of Exodus Refugee Immigration, Elijah Vani, the Executive Director of Burmese American Community Institute, and San Tang, the President of the Chin Community of Indiana. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Carlene, let's start with you. Can you tell me about the refugee community in Indianapolis? How are refugees settled here in Indianapolis? How many are coming to our city? And the focus of your organization?
Sure. Well, first of all, refugee is someone who meets a very specific legal definition. So they are a person who has fled their country due to persecution for a whole variety of reasons, and then they come under the protection of the United Nations. Every year, the federal government, led by the Department of State, invites a certain number of refugees into the country to be resettled in cities across the United States. Indianapolis receives around 1,300 refugees a year. Last year, Exodus resettled 859, and Catholic Charities 500. And those refugees are coming from across the globe, most from Burma currently, but also from different countries in Africa, Afghanistan, Bhutan, and Iraq.
Great. And what are some of the services that Exodus and Catholic Charities provide?
Right. We're the initial resettlement agency, so we meet the person at the airport, and then we provide a host of core services to get people established in their new communities. We do employment services, language training, and skills building, and intensive case management for at least 6 months. And then up to 5 years, we can provide a variety of services, including helping people establish permanent residency, employment services, English language, and other training skills.
Great. Well, Indianapolis is very fortunate to have many agencies in Indianapolis that help our refugees. Elijah, you lead an organization called the Burmese American Community Institute, or BACI. What is the focus of your organization and some of your key initiatives?
Let me start with our philosophy, rationale, and also our approach and value. BACI, everything we do is educational and for the long-term development of individuals and community. And the rationale is that the Refugee Resettlement Agency have been doing a great job in initial resettlement services and assistance. However, many of the refugees still face a variety of challenges after 6 months or so. So we came in to fill those gaps, invest in skill building and educational approaches. And the two areas where we focused is advocacy and education. We advocate for the better services and more resources to the community, and also we advocate for engagement and interactions between the refugees and refugee community in two-way street engagement so that they contribute to the vibrant community and diversity. And also education. We provide assistance to high school students, also adults, so that many of them are going to college and becoming contributing citizens of the new society.
Great. And another organization that we have in our community is the Chin Community of Indiana. San, what is the focus of your organization and some of your key initiatives?
Thank you, Jane. The Chin Community of Indiana provides some services to our community members, such as advocacy service. That means we take the common issues, causes of the Chin community to appropriate government agencies, school districts, and law enforcement agencies. And the second one is referral services, which means that we refer our community members to appropriate resource person, individuals, organizations for further assistance. And the third one is translation and interpretation services. We provide those services for needy community members. And the fourth one is we provide workshops and presentation based on cultural integration, healthcare, and law and order issues.
Great. Well, thank you all for coming in today and sharing a little bit more about the refugee resettlement in our city. Just really want to appreciate all the work that you do to help these newcomers assimilate into our community. Thank you for joining us for this segment of Global Indy. Indy's global diversity touches all aspects of life. We engage with the world through business, arts, sports, international students, our food, festivals, and more. To learn about how you can be part of Indy's global community, sign up for our newsletter at indy.gov, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.